I remember being one of the first zombies to encounter that thing. That grotesque abomination is known as the Chomper. Amongst the zombies who first encountered the Chomper, I was the only one who survived. You can praise me all you want for making it out alive from such a terrifying and dangerous plant attack, but believe me, the memory still leaves me traumatized to this day. Dr. Zomboss received reports of an intruder in one of the sewer systems leading to a warehouse that stored zombie technology. He sent a group of zombies, who will remain unnamed, to investigate the issue. I was one of the zombies who was part of the scouting party. I remember all 5 of us entering the sewage system that led to the warehouse. We shone our flashlights through the corners of the dark and damp tunnels, looking for any sign of the intruder that Dave had most definitely sent. We eventually split up. My friend and I headed to the east tunnel while the 2 others headed to the west. The 5th zombie headed to the north. Walking through the tunnels, we saw sticky purple goo that stained the walls and dripped from the pipes. It had a foul smell too, which gave us the idea that we should probably stay away from it for the better. No plant that we currently knew at that time has ever produced such a substance like this. All of a sudden, we heard one of the zombies scream. His voice echoed through the halls before it went silent again. We all rushed to his location in a hurry. When we got there, we saw the most gruesome scene. The zombie was nothing but a forearm and a lower jaw stacked on a pile of flesh and blood. My friend and I were horrified when we saw it. We refused to believe this was a work of a plant because none of them were ever this brutal taking out zombies. We tried to call off the operation right then and there, only to hear more screaming. It was coming from the west tunnel. We rushed to where they were, hoping we could make it in time to save both, or at least one of them. As we turned the corner, we were greeted with a bulbous purple thing retreating into the darkness. And right on the floor was a large puddle of blood along with a trail that led to where the creature fled to. My heart was practically pounding out of my chest, but our curiosity told me that I needed to know what that was. My friend and I slowly followed the trail of blood, as the sounds of vicious chewing and gulping got louder the further we went. As we slowly looked to the left, we were met with a dead end, and a large black figure chewing the remains of what it was eating. We slowly shone our flashlights at it, and in front of us was a large purple creature. It had spikes across its back. Its purple stem, neck, whatever you call it, had spikes protruding from them. It had razor-sharp teeth, covered in blood and a purple liquid. It had no eyes within its head, leading us to believe that it couldn't see us. It faced us, breathing loudly, motionless. Fear ran through my body as I stood face to face with this thing. Suddenly, it slowly approached me and my friend. I could smell its foul breath, which could only be described as rotten. Its lower jaw hung down with each step it took, revealing the half-eaten head of one of the zombies, one eye wide open in their mangled skull. I wanted to cry, I wanted to scream, but I couldn't, knowing that my life would be taken away from me in an instant because of one careless mistake. Trembling in fear, shutting my eyes tightly, I could feel the creature breathing against my face. Beside me, my friend slowly reached out for a loose brick in the sewer wall. In a swift motion, he smashed the brick into the monster's head as it roared in pain. We immediately took off and headed straight for the exit. The attack only seemed to stun it for a few seconds, because when I turned to look back, it was gone. We kept running before the ground behind my friend started to rumble. My friend screamed as he saw the ground below him crumble as the creature burst out from below. I yelled in terror at the sight of my friend in the jaws of the creature as he screamed, reaching his arm out to me, hoping that I could save him. His screaming stopped when the beast closed its mouth, chewing him up. Seeing him die in such a gruesome way in front of me, I passed out. I eventually woke up, glad to be alive and confused about why I was even alive. Wasting no time, I ran back to the zombie headquarters faster than my feet could carry me. I told Dr. Zomboss everything. What I saw, what that abomination in the sewers was. The doctor took notes, as all he and the scientists could do at that moment was begin research about the new plant, monster, whatever that thing was, and how to counter it. As I'm telling the story to you, the number of chompers gradually increases, burrowing in the ground and defending lawns from the zombies. All I can say to you is that to humans and plants, the Chomper is a great garden defender. To zombies, it's the monster that you do not want to encounter in the dark.
Don't waste your love on me, that's what she said. I'm gonna be the one you will regret. Don't play your tricks on me, you're not that smart. I'm gonna